this one this week.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with that. So I'm looking forward to next week's episode. Now just a few things, kind of a few rock notes here. You two actually apologized for making it sort of mandatory for everybody to get the free download for the new album. And he's just saying, sorry, it was kind of wrong with us to kind of give it to everybody. It's not that we didn't want to, just we realized not everybody wants the album. So they made an apology, which is kind of interesting. I wasn't expecting that. So there's that. And like a 90s alternative grunge band, like one of my favorites, the Pixies, are going to be doing a 25th year reissue of their album Doolittle. And it's going to have a bunch of unreleased demos, so that should be pretty cool. And I'm definitely going to wait to pick that up. And the other thing, speaking of popular rock music, this past Tuesday, I interviewed Mr. Joe Burt, who was with Black Sabbath for a few months doing a tour. He played on Freddie Mercury's solo album, Mr. Bad Guy. Let me tell you, it was something else. I was on cloud nine. I was so excited. So I actually had like a rock legend, like rock star on the show, and it was just fantastic. He was a super nice guy, and it couldn't have gone any better.
That is awesome and very cool.
Well, yeah, I was excited. I was telling everybody about it. So,
you should have. That's awesome.
It's like, very cool. No, you gotta listen to this. You gotta listen to this, or no, you gotta listen. It's on at 2:00 if you can. No, the link's up, so you can listen to it later. But yeah, check it out for sure. So, yeah, it was a really good time, and it was funny too because at one point his cat started meowing. It was really loud, and he's like, I have the loudest cat in the world, and he's trying to get her or him to be quiet. And a couple of times you hear him, shut up, stop it. And finally it stops. And then later on Twitter, his wife posted a picture of the cat and she put the culprit.
Aww.
So, but it was funny. It kind of definitely lightened things out. So yeah, it was a good time and a lot of fun. And I will be having him back on the show in the near distant future. Depending on what's going on, and yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, having them on the show for the first time was just absolutely amazing. It was like I couldn't believe it. So I was like, I still can't believe like I interviewed a legend, like a guy who played for Black Sabbath. I mean, this is this is incredible. Like one of my favorite bands, and like it just unbelievable. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
It sounds like it. What was your favorite thing that he kind of shared? Like, was there a particular story or something that he shared that was your favorite?
Yes, there was, because I mainly asked about his album because I wanted to know about his album, and then I asked a few questions about his past. So when he played with Black Sabbath, he said they were a bunch of pranksters and jokesters, and they said they were playing this one show, and it was like kind of filled with smoke, and when smoke started to clear, he looked at Tony Iommi, who's the guitarist, and a quick background on Tony Iommi, before he joined the band fully, he quit his job. The same day he quit his job, he got the ends of his fingers off. So he's got obviously fake ends, so that's what makes his guitars playing so unique. And so when the smoke had cleared, Tony Iommi had pretty much pulled the tops of his fingers off, and he's like, I got weak at the knees. Yeah,
wow.
I started laughing. It was like, and it was so interesting to me because now I can say like I heard a story firsthand from someone who's there and experienced it because he played with him. So just like just something like that. Okay, so yeah. It was. I mean, I probably would have done the same thing, but it was funny. It was a great story.
That is wild.
So yeah, well, a lot of stuff happens when you're a rock star, right? So.
Very true. That kind of reminds me. My mom's high school boyfriend. He was missing part of his finger, and when she said that when she held, she never knew that. And then when he held her hand for the first time. And she was like, whoa, what's going on? And it was because he was missing part of his digit.
Oh, wow. I can say that probably.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
I think I would have been a little creeped out first too. So, but
it was definitely unexpected.
Yeah. So that's gonna wrap it up for that. Now I know you told me before you got on the air you went to see Gone Girl. So how was that? What was it like?
Well, I had very high expectations going in, and I'm going to. I'm prepared to take flack for this, but honestly, I was very underwhelmed by the movie. I was very disappointed. I did not think it was that great. I felt like there's movies who've kind of done all this before, and it wasn't very great. And it was just, it was not what I was expecting. Let me just put it that way. And just to give people a little background if they don't know what the movie's about, young girl, Ben Affleck stars as a husband, and Rosamund Pike, his wife, and she goes missing on their 5th wedding anniversary, and people are. An intense investigation follows into whether or not he has something to do with her disappearance, and the media gets involved. And how about, I don't even want to say halfway through the movie, you get there's a twist, and I'm not going to say anything else more about that. But just to say, these are two very unlikable characters, and I just really didn't care. Ben Affleck's character was an absolute douche, and I did not. I was like, oh my god, oh no, it was. I just did not care about him, and he felt so sorry for himself. He really didn't think he did anything wrong during the course of the movie. I did not care about him. David Fincher, obviously, he's an amazing director, and he did do it was stylistically done, but the cinematography was so grainy and yellowed. I don't know if you've noticed this, but they have put it. Seems to be more and more of these movies trying to filter and try to give you this ambiance. And, if the movie's done right, you should be able to feel that mood. You don't need to overdo it with everyone walking around like, it yellowed. I just don't get it.
Yeah, you got me. Well, that seals it for me. I mean, I wasn't really planning on going to see the movie anyways. I was thinking about it, but like I said, the soundtrack is awesome. So, I mean, at the very least, even the movie's crappy, the soundtrack's really good. So. At least,
the soundtrack was good.
At least I think it is. I mean, so again, it's just personal opinion. So, and of course, I'm a fan of Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross. So, yeah, it was I think it's really good. I like I said, I really like I haven't seen the movie, but I really enjoyed the soundtrack.
Yeah, I thought the soundtrack was good. Unfortunately, there at the beginning, they kind of had the soundtrack overwhelm the voices, so the sound mixing made everyone sound that I could barely make them out, and they're already doing these really yuppie whispers. They don't have a lot of energy. It's so hard, and then and then you're hearing them, and so I couldn't really hear them. So now I'm distracted because I'm trying to hear what they're saying, because this is not a super dialogue heavy movie, but moderate, right. And I can't really hear it. I did enjoy the soundtrack, but I couldn't hear the voices, so that kind of threw me off a little bit.
Oh, no, fair enough. And there's some movies have good soundtracks. I know I'm just on soundtracks just here for a minute, but some movies have good soundtracks and some don't. And one of my favorite soundtracks actually is a movie that really didn't do like that well, but I thought it was a great movie. Just one of those movies. It's kind of messed up. You really have to watch it all the way through. Like, I mean, you really can't take a break, because if you do come back to it, you might have missed something. It's just one of those things you have to watch straight through. And right now, it's called The Lost Highway. And Bill Pullman's in it. Rosanna Arquette's in it. Trying to think of any other big names. Robert Loggia.
Okay, is this from David Lynch?
That's exactly it. It's from David Lynch.
Gotcha.
So it's a messed up movie, but the soundtrack's amazing. It's really good. I mean, they do have some big names on the soundtrack, but just a lot of the like instrumental stuff. It's awesome. I just love it. It's kind of like a mix of jazz and a little bit of blues, but more jazz. But it's really well, and it's cool because they got play bits and pieces of the movie throughout the soundtrack, right? So they kind of tie in the music that the scene was playing in at the same time, so it works out really nicely. And like I said, there's a few big names on it, but the rest is kind of like not independent, but just people I've never heard in my life. But either way, the music is awesome. So because there's Smashing Pumpkins, Nine Inch Nails, and Marilyn Manson. I think that's the three that are on there. But either way, it's an awesome soundtrack. But that movie in general, it's a little screwy. like I said, you really got to pay attention because you can get lost very easily. Trust me. And so there's that one, and the other one, it was almost all good, but it was kind of half and half. But again, this is my personal opinion, just because some of the bands were on there I'm not really big fans of, and one I think is completely one was a waste of time, and the other one just completely destroyed the song. And in my personal opinion, and because Green Day put a song in there, and it was Brain Stew, and it's like a kind of a double song. Can't remember which album. I think it's not on their album Nimrod, but it's called Brain Stew and Jaded. And all they really did with the song is they just added Godzilla screams. So I was like, why did you even bother? Like, what was the point of this? You know? And the other one was Sean Combs, because I refused to call him the other two names or the 50 different names he has. Anyways, so Sean Combs, everybody knows what I'm talking about. He did a horrible song, Walk With Me, and he used the Led Zeppelin. He got permission. I don't know why Jimmy Page from Led Zeppelin gave permission, but I think pretty sure it was Cashmere, and I was like, and they used this on Walk. I was like, oh, what are you doing? This is horrible. Like, ugh. It was just very, very, very. I was very unimpressed. It's not just because it's him. It's just because a lot of times these loops are used horribly, and I just can't believe the band's given permission to use them. It's like, you just destroyed it for me. Thank you. Like, so it's like listening to a bad cover, you know. So
yeah, and that blows.
But here's the one I no, it's not really irony. Just I guess kind of one of those duh moments, you know. The Foo Fighters had a song in there, and the song is called A320. And with the lyrics, you think I would have caught on to what the song's about, but I didn't till years later, till I was working the airport. I was like, oh, I'm such an idiot. Like, and what it stands for is Airbus 320. And he even says, no, close my eyes and hope it's a real smooth flight this time. It's like, how did I not get that? So, you know,
it kind of dawned on you.
Like I said, it's like one of those duh moments, you know. And the only other song like that is, like, there's a Canadian band called Rush, and they have a song called YYZ, or for people in the US, YYZ. Anyways, YYZ is the airport code for Toronto Pearson International Airport. The song is a complete instrumental, but again, never put two and two together until I started working at the airport. I was like, YYZ, what's not familiar? It's like, oh, well, that makes sense, you know. No, finally the light bulb goes off. It's like, oh.
And you're like, a light bulb moment.
You know, and so it's, and the thing is too, is like, I'm not the only one. Other people are like, no, you know what? I never knew that, and I realize now, but no, I never knew that before. And then, but there's the coast of people that did know. They're like, well, yeah, it's about this. Like, ugh. Just made me feel more like I'm even more of a dumbass, you know. So yeah, those were my two like dumb moments with songs, and just like I said, the A320 one. Like I said, I should have put together. I mean, the lyrics pretty much gave it away. With YYZ, there's no lyrics; it's complete instrumental. But this one, there's actual there were lyrics, and I still didn't put the two and two together.
Well, that happens, I think, to a lot of people. That happened with me. That one song. Gosh, I cannot think of what it's called right now. But it's the one, I'm completely blanking, but it was the one where the guy's talking about he's going through a road or whatever. The bottom line is I realized that the song was really all about getting the clap, and I was like, wow, why did it not dawn on me sooner? I was actually like, let me go find the lyrics, and I was reading it. I was like, oh wow, this whole song is about this guy basically going on a trip and then getting the clap. So I was like, wow, I never would have guessed, but yep, that's what it's about.
Yeah, well, you think too, like, why would someone write about that?
I agree. It was very bizarre, but I guess he was trying to say that he'd lived, you know, be careful who you're with. I don't know.
Wow, I mean, most, like, I don't know, it's just bizarre to me.
Yeah, it's kind of like that moment in Meet the Parents where Greg is talking to Robert De Niro and Jack, and he says, you know, it's about puffing the magic.
Oh yeah.
Dragon. He's like, no, it's about a way to magic dragon.
The whole time, yeah, that was awesome.
I know.
And you know, it's
so they're like, no, okay, yeah. I mean,
you cut out there, Britt.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I said you cut out. You cut out there. I just want to make sure I had you back.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Okay. No, I just having a few issues. But no. All I was gonna say is my neighbors